All right, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to divide your paper using a pencil into 4 different sections. This is our tester paper, so we are just thinking about some ideas. So the first 2 sections, you're just going to brainstorm different ways that you can formulate the letters in your name. I had changed the direction in some of these letters. Next, you're going to trace around them. And in this section, I'm making it look a little blocky. So I'm making the corners, instead of rounded, I'm making them squared and very geometric. And then I'm thinking about a light source. So where is the light hitting your areas? Because anywhere the light is not hitting, that's going to give your letters a shadow. So I put the light source in the top left corner of that block. So that means all of the right bottom areas of my letters will get some shading. Next, I'm going to do the same thing in the other design, but instead of making the letters look blocky and squared off, I'm making them look rounded. And I'm generating that light source and also adding the shading. I made the light source in the same area so I could, see the difference. Top left corner of my block, and then all of the things in the bottom right will have that shaded area. When you figure out which design you want to create, then you're going to get another piece of paper and create your design again, but just larger. I am recreating the blocky looking design, and since I'm still in the pencil stage, I wanted to add some more details. So I made my letters look like they were dripping. I made the top of my H look like it has an arrow. And then once you're done drawing everything that you want to add in pencil, you're going to trace over those pencil lines with a Sharpie. And then you're going to go back and erase all of your unwanted pencil lines. I like using this big block eraser for that. We're going to be adding color to our letters using fluorescent oil pastels. To make your letters look like they are glowing, you need to start with the lightest color. So I'm starting with a yellow because that is the lightest, brightest color I have other than white. You could start with white too. And then next I'm adding the second layer. So thinking about the color wheel, you have yellow and then orange. And then after that, maybe some hot pink or some red. In this case, since these are fluorescent colors, I mainly just have yellow, orange, and pink. But if you wanted to do a cool color scheme, you could always do this with a white, green, and a blue, or a yellow, green, and a blue, and they would give you that same kind of glowing look. So fill in all of your letters with the oil pastels, and then you're going to take a white oil pastel and a black oil pastel. You're going to use the white all in the inside for blending those colors. White is a great blending tool. You can use the messy mat underneath to rub off anything that is on your white oil pastel or to clean it. And then I'm going to go back and do that shading. I'm doing the shading with a black oil pastel. So remember that light source that you did in your sketch. You're going to look back at that where you added the shadow, and with your black oil pastel you're going to add shadow in all of those same areas that you did in your sketch. This will make your artwork pop and make it look more three-dimensional, very similar to the style that you might see in real graffiti art. Next, I'm going to do a background. And like real graffiti is on brick or walls or subways, areas in the outside, I'm going to make my background look like a bunch of bricks. So I'm using a ruler and a pencil again, and I am drawing a straight line all the way across. And then I'm drawing vertical lines. And I'm making sure that my vertical lines are not directly underneath each other. They are alternating, just like you would see in a normal brick pattern, how those vertical lines alternate. And then since I did use a pencil to make it look more like brick, I am smudging it with my finger. And voila, all done.